Hello and welcome to our training of the week on effective SEO tips. Let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about how to build website authority, optimizing your page for the search engines, and optimizing your Google My Business profile. Building website authority. If we look at this image right here, it shows the typical layout of a search result. So you have the ads at the top, or what we call PPC, pay-per-click advertising. You have the maps in the middle, and then you have organic towards the bottom. And this changes constantly, the layout changes, but as of right now, this is how it is. And I'm often asked, why does SEO have a monthly fee attached to it? And why isn't it a one-time thing? SEO is a journey, not a destination. If you look at it from the search engine's perspective, they want to have websites that are relevant and have good content for the end user. So if you have a site that talks about interior design and remodeling, but you're talking about information that's 5 or 6 years old, that's not relevant to people searching now. So the search engines will not have you in this valuable real estate area at the top, because they want to make sure that your information is current, relevant, and useful to the end user. So that's why SEO is a monthly charge, because you're constantly optimizing your site to make sure it's relevant for the end user. Typically, SEO is 30% on page, 70% off page. Now, these numbers may change, and this is not an exact science, because Google and the other search engines don't actually hand us the end guide on this is what you ought to do. But based on research and our experience in this field, this is roughly how it is. So with on-page optimization, that's actually optimizing your site for search. So everything you do on your site, that's optimizing it for search. So that's what you want to do. First thing you want to install Google Search Console and Google Analytics. Now, I also hear, what is the difference between the two of those? Search Console is mainly aimed at analyzing what's on your site and errors on your site that may hinder search traffic or any of the parameters around your site that hinder search. Analytics is more aimed at the end user. So it's stats and information about the people that visit your website. So that's demographic information, where are they from, how long are they on your site, what pages are they visiting most often. So that's information about the user, where the Search Console is information about your site. You need both of them on your site, and that will help you in SEO and search engine optimization to optimize your site the right way. These are free tools, easy to sign up for. I'll have a different training on each of these tools to show you how to sign up for them and to get the most use out of them. Optimize your images. You want to make sure that the images on your site are optimized. If you look at the training we had on web design, that talks about, we actually had in there a few links to shrink the size of your images, because with interior design and remodeling, we often have large images. And so we want to make sure that these images are able to be seen and uploaded, but do not slow down the speed of your computer, because the speed, how fast your computer and how fast your website, I should say, is, how fast it loads is a search engine requirement. So they look at the loading speed of your site. So if you have heavy images that are big and bulky, that slows down the load speed, that hurts your ranking in the search engines. So you want to make sure to optimize your images so they are not overly sized, but at the same time that they are tagged right as well. So with the alt tags, you want to make sure that the images have the right naming. So it's just not, if you have an image of a countertop, you just don't have countertop image, but you may have terrazzo or marble countertop or whatever slate or whatever the actual material is. You want to actually highlight that in the image and what it's actually showing, because those are actually search terms that you could pull up for in the search engine. So make sure to optimize all of your images in terms of size, but also optimize them in terms of the title tags or the alt tags, the naming of them. Research keywords. So you want to make sure that you have keywords that people are actually typing in or wanting to find on your site. So if you look at our website, I'll just show you here. We actually have, if you go under resource library, digital marketing tips, SEO, you'll see an article we have on the top keywords, and we update this chart regularly. And so it has the top keywords for kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, and a few others. So these are the top keywords that people are searching for. And I'll show you in a later training on how to find all this, but you can use Google Keyword Planner, and there's a number of other tools that you can find out what are the top keywords in your area. You want to add page descriptions. So each page of your website needs to be described, so the search engines know what the page is about. So don't just have a generic term, services. What are the services? So you may have a deeper description. You may have kitchen and bath services for North Carolina. So that's really specific to your area. So in maps, that's easier to pull up than if you just had services. Fix any errors. This goes back to Google Search Console. So you want to make sure that any errors Search Console finds that you're fixing those, and that's going to help you rank. Off-page SEO. Now here, this is about obtaining links from third parties or from sites that you don't own. So you want to look at associations, obviously the NKBA, NARI, Chamber of Commerce. If you're in any networking groups, you can see if they have links back to your website. Because if you have a link from an authoritative website, the search engines look fondly on those type of links. You want to ensure your name, address, and phone number are the same across the web. You'll hear citations a lot. Those are really directories. Directories like Google, Yahoo, Bing, Foursquare, all of those type directories. You want to make sure everywhere your information, everywhere your site and your business is referenced, that the name, address, and phone number is the same. If not, the search engines will not look highly on it. Link your social media accounts back to your website. So if you have a Facebook page, if you have a LinkedIn page, if you have an Instagram page, make sure those are actually linking back, and you can actually link out from your site as well. Reviews. This is a great way to get inside the Google Maps. Make sure that you're getting current relevant reviews, because in the Maps section, which I showed you on the other page, that is one of the best ways to get your website in the Maps section, is to have all of the information complete in terms of the name, address, and phone number, but also getting relevant reviews. Quality content. I cannot talk enough about blogging. You want to make sure that you are having constant information, good quality information on a consistent basis. So it may be harder on your website because your website may be more informational, talking about the services, what you do, who you are, and that information may not change. But with your blog, you have an opportunity to write relevant, authoritative content on a consistent basis that is evergreen, that can show you as an expert in the industry and in your locale. Optimizing your Google My Business profile. This is one of the ways that you get, and one of the main ways you get in the Maps area that is shown here. As we had talked about in the last slide, make sure your name, address, and phone number is correct and consistent across all directories, across all citations. Fill out your profile complete. So you want to make sure the profile is complete, that you have your hours of operation, you have the descriptions, you have name, address, phone number, like I said, you have services, actual images of past projects, any type of information that they are asking for. You want to make sure to complete that in every step and write as much as you can to explain yourself, because the more content you have, the easier it will be for others to find out who you are. So as I say, complete the descriptions, high quality photos, reviews. As I talked about in the last slide, reviews is one of the best ways for you to get in the Maps area. One of the things the search engines look at is making sure you have a complete profile, So that shows that you are relevant and that you have all of your information, that you have high quality photos, and that you have reviews. So if you have reviews, all of your information is up to date, and you're consistent, you're more likely to get into the map area. All right, and that is just a few of the tips we have to make your SEO more effective. In future trainings, we're going to break down each area that we had talked about today, looking at Google Analytics, Search Console, Google My Business, blogging. So we're going to touch on each of those areas in future trainings. But if you have any questions about what we talked about today, more so on a high level of what SEO is and how to make your SEO more effective, reach out to us at the information on the screen, website numbers there, and get in touch with us because we want to help. We want to be that resource to help you take your business to the next level so you can get found, you can build your brand, and you could be the dominant player in your field. So get in contact with us, and we look forward to seeing you on our next training. Have a good day.